The Kernel Podcast. Hosted by Noah Norton.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Kernel News Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Noah Norton. We're back. Not on time, but we're back. And there's no co-star. I think I'm excited. You know that we know a co-star is coming. We don't know how many episodes we're gonna get before they arrive, but as it stands right now, the death threats are working. The harassment, the leaving a severed finger on the doorstep of anyone who's like put in their resume. It's all working really well. So I got to thank my fans out there. Keep just being awful. You know who you are. Vast majority. Knock on wood. No co-star for at least another couple episodes. Let's get some quality out there before we, take it off a cliff. All right, so moving on, we're going to get into our news, all right? So this is some of the stuff that's been happening around, it could be on the TikToks, the trends, all that stuff that's been going on. So some quick news to catch you up on what's been happening in the week. So let's pop it, lock it, and butter it down, all right? Starting off here, Olivia Rodrigo to compose music for Midsommar 2. Good for you, more like good for her. This is interesting. She certainly has the vibe of someone who can give Florence Pugh something to rock out to. I see her being able to give us a salty summer jam, but I do have some reservations. While I love her music, it's a little too far into the woman empowerment thing, I mean, let's be honest. Florence Pugh's character in Midsommar, one of the worst girlfriends in history. One of the worst girlfriends in history, maybe even the worst ever. I mean, that poor boyfriend. I mean, doesn't everyone out there when they're watching that movie, don't they feel something for that boyfriend? He just wanted to have a fun summer abroad, and he has to bring old sad clown queen with him. It's tough. It's a tough movie to watch when you watch it through that lens. So I don't know. We'll see. She obviously has some bops, but You know what I'd like? I want to see the perspective of the boyfriend. I'd like to see some more perspective from him. If we could do a prequel, maybe he didn't burn in the bear suit. Let's see more of his perspective. And the same goes with Olivia's ex. Was she kind of shrill? Maybe she was shrill. Moving on here. Paw Patrol, the movie, 2021, will see the gruesome death of Chase, the police dog. His end of watch, so to speak, will be at the hands of Kim Kardashian's Dolores. I guess what goes around comes around. This shouldn't be a secret. I've been following Paw Patrol since day one. I think it's HBO quality entertainment, sadly relegated to a smaller market. It's phenomenal story, character development, how they tackle these issues through anthropomorphic. It feels like a more surreal Pixar, And I don't know. I think for those that have been following his character arc, and should be everyone, after Chase planted cocaine on an innocent dog in season 2, episode 12, I lost all respect for him. And I've kind of been rooting for his death, because they do have kind of like a Game of Thrones sort of kill anyone, no one's safe at any moment mentality. So I've kind of been waiting for it, but it seems like through the leaks and the spoilers we've been getting that it is being teased heavily that Chase will die. We can only speculate about what his gruesome death is going to be like, but I think it's going to be something like Saw 2004, I see maybe like a slab of ice falling and just puncturing his larynx or something. I don't want to get too much into details or spoil anything on accident, but Chase, your days are numbered. And however Dolores from K-Dash ends up doing it, it's a long time coming. You guys gotta watch it. It's good. It is so underrated. Okay, Paw Patrol, give it a look. Moving on here, Warner Brothers to invest $50 million into female gaze glasses. All right, it's disgusting. A male research participant who got to wear a prototype of the device said, "I finally realized Tom from 500 Days of Summer 2009 was in the wrong." That makes no goddamn sense. Summer was in the wrong. She danced with him before the rooftop bar party, all right? If you want to drag a guy along and then tell him you met your soulmate, okay, Summer. Tom is the hero. Tom is everyone's hero. Tom is the most relatable character in the history of cinema, barring Leonardo DiCaprio Inception. Okay? How could she not love Joseph Gordon-Levitt? He's so charming. She was leading him on the whole time. Leading him on the whole damn time. All right? And then she turns around, oh no, I found the love of my life. You danced at the wedding, Summer. I don't know how are these glasses gonna change the characters. I don't understand, but apparently they're just making a bunch of soy boys out there. All right? That's what they're doing. I'll never wear them. Huge waste of money, Warner Brothers. And you know what? I see this as an opportunity. Paramount Pictures. Yay, Warner Brothers. They're your rival. White male rage glasses. Fight fire with fire. So maybe they can get a taste of character. You know what they should be doing? You know what they should be doing with this money? It's $50 million. Quadruple that. Tenet 2 and 3. That's what they should be doing. $200 million, $100 million for each movie. All right? And then double that again, and we're talking about marketing, you know? Don't leave them out to dry this time, Warner Brothers. Don't do it. Moving on here. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia stars will be the MCU's Fantastic Four. My God. This is amazing. We've been speculating for so long about how the casting is going to go, so I'm going to break it down for you here. I got the spreadsheet. So Glenn Howerton, who plays Dennis, will play Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. That's a fun. You can see like the little silver on the side of his head. You can see that. Caitlin Olsen, who plays Dee, she's so good. So good. She's going to play Sue Storm / Invisible Woman. Now, this is going to be kind of weird because they're like play brother-sister in the show, but we can get over that. I mean, we did with the Godzilla and the Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. They played brother-sister in the MCU. They were husband and wife and something else. So we can get over that. Rob McElhenney will play Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. He's got the body for it. Have you seen the photos? He's got the body for it. Danny DeVito will play Ben Grimm, the Thing. That is awesome. That's a great casting for the Thing. I can just kind of see him, Rumham, it's clobbering Rumham time. I see a lot of fun with that. And then Charlie Day will play Mole Man, who, if you don't know, is just quintessential villain to the Fantastic Four, but also has a legacy in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So this is kind of how they're bridging the universes right now. So, I mean, it's a far cry from John Krasinski and Emily Blunt. Let's say it how it is. The fan casting, that apparently is not turning out how it is. But, I mean, when we're talking about the first family or Marvel's family, I can't think of a better one to pull from than It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So I think this makes sense. This could be Marvel's first true comedy. I think this really could be the one, where they say, hey, you know what? No blue sky beams. Let's have some laughs. I think it would be good. Moving on. Tom Holland finally confirms he's the father of Nicki Minaj's baby. Some juicy stuff right here. The last Father's Day weekend, Tom took to Twitter to clear up his rumored paternity. I'm going to read the tweet here for you. I could not go through Father's Day weekend without accepting my greatest responsibility, my baby boy. I like that nod to Uncle Ben right there. That's a guy who stays in character in and out. He then added, Nikki, Daddy's coming home. That's good on you, Tom. That's some stand-up stuff from you, buddy. That's great. It takes a lot of courage to accept that you have a child. I still haven't accepted my 4 children. Noah's Jr. 1 through 3 and Tenet. I know their moms are lying. Sure, I didn't wear protection and it's been like 9 months, but I know the moms are lying. So stop trying to get my Colonel money, But my personal life aside, I do think this could be interesting for the Spider-Man franchise. Maybe Nicki Minaj could show up in Spider-Man 4, make her acting debut. I could even see her as, and this I think is great fan casting, I could see her as a Gwen Stacy. Right? Couldn't you too? And she has like a musical number or something. It'd be really fun. I'll say one thing for sure, though. She fits in with Peter's taste for women. Think about it. My boy's got a type. All right, everybody, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with quick reviews after this short little intermission. Don't go anywhere. Hey, everyone. I hope you're enjoying the episode so far. We just actually want to take this break for a second to show you about some exciting stuff. Now, you may have been watching the episode and noticed this pin right here. And the pin says, I risked my life for Tenet. And when I got this pin from redbubble.com, which is actually where you can find all of our merch, this right here is a kind of like signed contract, a sort of a statement right here that I risked my life during the middle of a global pandemic to see a masterpiece film. And I actually did that multiple times. And I think something at the Kernel we've been talking about is, since we're all such huge fans, that this is a kind of a badge of honor, a badge of courage, if you will. So we're actually selling these on Redbubble. These I risked my life for Tenet pins. You can get them as stickers like this. A larger sticker you put kind of on a laptop screen. Maybe you put it in the corner of your screen, so when you're watching Tenet for your 17th time, you get a reminder that you actually braved the perils of the world to see this film and promote really high quality filmmaking. So if you want to get these, check them out at redbubble.com. We actually have a bunch of great merch over there. We also have this great sticker written and directed by Quentin Tarantino. This is if you want to flex on some film fans and let them know that you're a fan of great writing in film, and you're also a fan of great writing and great directing in film. So kind of to show that you really appreciate true cinema. We also have this great one right here that I think is awesome. I think this is it's God King Nolan, but I think this is while he's filming The Prestige, if I'm not mistaken. This is The Prestige Nolan right here. So you can wear this and just kind of show your support of a really true visionary that Christopher Nolan is. And then finally, we have just a standard The Kernel News kind of sticker you can put on like a laptop screen. And this right here actually works in film debates as sort of a get out of jail free for a bad take. If you feel like you have something controversial, you just take this sticker off, you show it to someone, and they know. You know, that it's kind of just, hey, don't debate me, all right? Don't try to fight me on this. I'm going to beat you. I do want to make it clear, if you do end up purchasing the I Risk My Life for Tenet sticker, you have to have seen Tenet in theaters. This is a club that we want exclusivity for. We want it to be a badge of courage. You wouldn't wear a Purple Heart, just because you fought in the war, right? You want this to mean something. So please only buy the I Risk for My Life for Tenet if you truly did see Tenet in theaters, And I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. All right, welcome back, everybody. Now we're getting into our quick review section. So this is me kind of catching you up on some of the stuff I've watched, some of the things that I've seen, and kind of just giving that gut check how I'm feeling about these things. Maybe you'll listen to this and you'll be like, oh, I got to see this. Or maybe you'll listen to it and be like, oh, Noah said no. And when Noah says no, show don't go. Please make that trending. So we're going to move on here to the quick reviews, and we'll start it out right now. So let's get going. F9 2021. My first reaction to this, I don't know if there was enough family, No, I don't think there was enough family in it. I mean, they introduced John Cena as Vin Diesel's brother, but I was left kind of hollow with that reveal because I didn't see his grandmother. I didn't see his cousin. I didn't see his uncle. I didn't even see his great aunt. So it just left me going, where's the family in this movie? Where's the family? So hollow. And he just invites friends to all of his cookouts. He's always preaching about family. Every time they have a near-death experience, he's like, oh, family. But then he invites his friends. And friends aren't family. They're never there when you need them. They're never there at all. So, I don't know. I had a tough time with it. So I'd say for F10, let's get a little more family in this. Let's meet a Steel. Okay, moving on here. The Forever Purge 2021. So I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. I didn't care. But because I am a reviewer, I'm just gonna say how I kind of think it went, and we'll see how it goes from there. So I watched the Rick and Morty episode that had a purge in it. And I'm imagining it's like that, but instead of cats on another planet, it's humans. So I'm going to say it wasn't that good, but that there were some strong performances. I feel confident saying that. I haven't seen it. I have no intention. I'm not caught up with the franchise at all. But you know what? There were some strong performances. Meandering plot could have had better direction. You know, frankly, the director didn't do a very good job. I'm assuming. The script was a little loose, a little fast and a little loose. Some of the lines in the cutting, the editors did not do a great job. Sound mixing was terrific. Probably. A lot of stuff comes out. It's really hard to stay on top of this, all right? Don't bust my fucking balls on this one, because I missed the Forever Purge, 2021.
It's part of your job, Noah.
Okay, it's part of my job? It's part of my job, really, okay? You know what? I had to watch Loki 3 times, okay? Because I have to understand it. And then, you know, after I'm done watching Loki, what, I'm going to watch the Forever Purge? Tenet exists. I mean, come on, guys. Give me like the spark notes of this. I'm on as a solo act over here, and don't think that means we need a co-host. Do not think that that's what I'm saying. Moving on here, Black Widow 2021. Another female-led superhero film. I mean, great cast though, right? Great cast. I was drooling the whole entire time. I mean, you got ScarJo. Wow. Florence Pugh. Florence, oh my god. So good. You had Rachel Weisz, like, why am I so hard right now? And then you had Scarlett Johansson playing multiple Asian characters. Yeah, that was interesting. I guess I'll see it that. But, you know, she has the range. And I think it's bold of her to realize that an actor can play any role. And when we start to put actors in these boxes, oh, you can't play this because it's culturally insensitive. Oh, you can't play this because you're not really Wakandan. You know, I just doesn't make sense to me, you know? So I'll always applaud Scarlett Johansson for her performance in Ghost in the Shell, and I will take it that she played 14 Asian women in this movie. So, you go ScarJo. As far as quality of the movie, I do have to apologize. I didn't pay attention at all. Strike me with the male gaze, you know. I'm so alone. Moving on here, Loki Season 1, Episodes 1 through 4. Loki is bi. That's kind of all I really have to say about it. There's some good colors, and Owen Wilson's performance is fantastic. But Loki is bi. And that just got me thinking, you know, after a while. I was going through my head. I'm like, hold on. Statistically, right? He can't be the only one. We're talking about how big that Avengers roster, if you're including Guardians of the Galaxy, is enormous. And I'm like, what other characters? Is Loki fucking around with some other characters? Grand Master, maybe. The Grand Master of the bedroom, maybe. Korg? Meek? Got my head racing. Really hot. Moving on here. In the Heights 2021. Musicals. I need something. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. I can't say that word. Or think of that genre without getting violently ill. You're stronger than your body. You're stronger than your body. Keep it down. But you deserve my thoughts on this. There's a really good Hamilton reference. It's a really good Hamilton reference. I love Hamilton. It's great. This movie, do not see it. Don't see it. That almost got me right there. That was... Moving on here. Luca 2021. Pixar! I love Pixar! Everything Pixar is so good. This is great. However, this was not that good, not that great, because it's queer baiting. Boo! Don't bait me some queer, all right? Don't do that, all right? Pixar, we talked about this, okay? No queer baiting. I like the animation. It's kind of fun, it's kind of fun. It's like, if you had to do queer baiting, this is probably the most fun way to do it. Something the kids can jump in on, But no, 3 out of 5. I have principles. But 3 out of 5 on my Letterboxd. Be sure to check out my Letterboxd. I post all the reviews of all these movies on there, but 3 out of 5. Moving on here. The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard 2021. You know what? Ryan Reynolds could get away with murder. He could get away with murder in my book. I mean, he literally could get away with murder. I'm even talking about murdering my grandma. I mean, he could smother her with a pillow. But he'd just make like a little snarky joke that made me feel like I was in on it too, And then he would just crack me up and I'd forget that he even murdered my grandma, He could literally murder anyone except for Christopher God King Nolan. And I'd be like, all right, what? He's Ryan, he's a rascal. And I love him and his little tweets about his daughter, About the movie, though, Salma Hayek. I'm down bad. Down bad. And I know I'm being caught in 4K right now, but damn. Salma, I know your husband's net worth is $43 billion. Would you give me a chance, girl? Please, my heart is wide open for you. I treat you right. I would not manipulate you. I treat you like Scott Pilgrim or Tom treats his women. Treat you right, lady. And also, if her husband in his $43 billion is putting a hit on my head for saying that, Selma, at least give me the luxury of having it pay off. Oh, I'm down so bad. You're wild. And finally, we're going to our Did You Know section. Now, if you don't know, our Did You Know section is a deep dive into film knowledge and trivia that won't be found on IMDb. So, did you know? Quentin Tarantino has logged over 100,000 hours on wikifeet.com. And I'm guessing that's how he cast his film. I think Margaret Qualley, the actress from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood 2019, said in an interview that that's how Tarantino got in contact with her. He's got a genius mind. I mean, I'm going to have to go to that site after we're done with this show, If Margaret's on that? Okay, all right, we're going to wrap this up. No, I'm serious. We're wrapping it up. Get the lights going. Come on, shut the lights off. All right, shut it off. Come on, what's the Wi-Fi here? Give me the Wi-Fi. Come on, let's get going. I guess I have to do an outro. Hi, as always, I'm Noah Norton. Go follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Okay, I'm going to go jerk off some feet.